I once believed every word she said was truth. Now I'm sifting through the echoes of her voice for my own. Growing up, her words were my world. Now I'm learning to navigate my own universe. I was taught to see the world through her eyes, but now I'm trying on mine. Her beliefs shaped my childhood. My adulthood is about reshaping those beliefs. I inherited her fears like they were treasures, only to realize they were chains. She planted doubts in my mind like seeds, but I'm learning to cultivate my own thoughts. I was a puppet of her perceptions until I cut the strings to discover my own reality. I lived in her shadow so long, now I'm stepping into the light of my own identity. Her words were my gospel, but now I'm writing my own scripture. I was programmed to think like her. Reprogramming is the hardest part of growing up. I absorbed her worldview like it was air. Now I'm gasping for my own breath of truth. She gave me her lens to see the world, but I'm polishing my own now. I was her echo. Now I'm striving to be my own voice. She drew the map of my life, but I'm charting new territories. I was a reflection of her. Now I'm seeking my own reflection. Her thoughts were my thoughts until I decided to think outside her box. I was a product of her mind. Now I'm crafting my own design. Under her influence, I was blind. Now I'm learning to see. I was a follower of her faith. Now I'm finding my own path. Her fears were mine. Now I'm facing them with my courage. I was a clone of her ideas. Now I'm evolving into my own. She built my world from her perspective. I'm now deconstructing to build anew. I was her disciple in thought. Now I'm my own philosopher. Her words were my armor, but I'm forging my own shield. I was a soldier in her army of ideas. Now I'm retiring to explore peace within. I was raised in her echo chamber. Now I'm breaking the walls to hear my own whisper. I was taught to live in her shadow. Sunlight feels different when you step out. Her truths were my truths until I discovered the beauty of my own doubts. I was a mirror of her fears. Now I'm reflecting my dreams. I was a captive of her ideologies. Freedom tastes like self-discovery. I was her echo. Now I'm finding the courage to speak my own words. I was taught her version of love. Now I'm learning what love means to me. I was a parrot of her opinions. Now I'm crafting my own narrative. Her beliefs were my cage. I'm now spreading my wings. I was a student of her life's lessons. I'm now the teacher of my own. I was molded by her words. Now I'm sculpting my own identity. I was a follower of her path. Now I'm paving my own road. I grew up in her narrative. Now I'm authoring my own story. I was a vessel for her dreams. Now I'm filling myself with my own aspirations. I was bound by her chains of thought. Now I'm freeing my mind. I lived in her reality. Now I'm creating my own world. I was her shadow. Now I'm stepping into my own light. I was taught her fears. Now I'm facing them with my own bravery. I was a prisoner of her perspective. Now I'm exploring my horizons. I was a follower of her footsteps. Now I'm making my own tracks. Her words were my law. Now I'm writing my own rules. I was a product of her worry. Now I'm cultivating my own peace. I was a mimic of her life. Now I'm living mine. I was her echo in the silence. Now I'm finding my own sound. I was taught to fear the world through her eyes. Now I'm seeing beauty with mine. I was her echo. Now I'm my own melody. I was a puppet of her emotions. Now I'm pulling my own strings. I was her extension. Now I'm my own being. I was taught to dream her dreams. Now I'm dreaming mine. I was a mirror of her doubts. Now I'm reflecting my confidence. I was caught in her web of words. Now I'm spinning my own narrative. I was a child of her fears. Now I'm an adult of my courage. I was a follower of her traditions. Now I'm creating my own legacy. I was her echo. Now I'm my own symphony. I was her shadow. Now I'm casting my own light. I was a student of her experiences. Now I'm the master of mine. I was bound by her expectations. Now I'm living up to my own. I was a clone of her emotions. Now I'm expressing my own. I was taught to see through her filters. Now I'm viewing life in my own colors. I was her echo in the silence. Now I'm voicing my own truths. I was a soldier in her army of thoughts. Now I'm a warrior for my own. I was a follower of her life script. Now I'm rewriting my story. I was her echo. Now I'm my own chorus. I was a reflection of her life. Now I'm reflecting my own journey. I was taught her version of reality. Now I'm defining my own. I was her shadow. Now I'm stepping into my own spotlight. I was a prisoner of her thoughts. Now I'm free in my own mind. I was her echo. Now I'm my own sound in the silence.